Hi, how you all doing? Good night. Well, good evening to everybody. In other parts of the world, good morning and etc. Well, what are we talking about today? Okay, after my bitching about the sun in the morning, um, it's been a pretty good day. Very easy, actually. Even though the phone calls and all that stuff, it's okay. I took care of that. So, my lighting is horrible, as you noticed. So, anyhow. Questions. I don't really know the times in things. I had this question, but at what time should I watch it? If I'm asleep and I'm in another country, well, what you can do is just watch it afterwards, I guess. Now, if you want a certain time that you're gonna be on, then we can always arrange something, or something that is more, let's say, um, more comfortable for you and for me also because again we staying up all night every single night. The next question was, how do you get to watch movies? What? Well, see, that question was from a person in, I think, Pakistan. He said, how do I get to watch movies that they're not playing over here? Well, I have no idea. That I can't answer. Sorry about that. Now, about where I live. Where I live is a beautiful city. It's called Austin, Texas. Um, we are a very beautiful community, very clean place. Everything is in order. Everybody takes care of each other. Um, it's a very nice place. It has plenty of architecture, buildings, and nice buildings. And then you got beautiful streets. You got Sixth Street, you got Seventh Street, you got East Side, you got West Side. You got all. It's a big city, not enormous, but it is big. So uh, it's um, it's nice. It just gets really hot because South Texas, no matter where you live in Texas, it's going to be hot. It's not even summer yet, so I can't even imagine summer. It's going to be horrible. But anyway, so Uh, again, I'm not a. I love the sun. It's great for your vitamin D and all that stuff. But I can't really stand it for too long. It just like really bothers me a lot. It's not that I'm a happy camper when I'm outside. I do. I do like the beach, but I really don't. I feel kind of sticky when I go. I don't know. Everybody's different. So um, I live by the beach. I actually lived in Acapulco for several years um, when I was younger, when I was a little girl. So I do know how it is to live by the beach. And then I live very close when I lived in another city in South Texas that is very close to the beach also. So you can feel the humidity all the time, and it's kind of, I don't know, like in the Middle East, they have deserts, but it's kind of a different heat. It's worse, I imagine. But um, I don't know that. I have no idea. But anyway, so uh, what I do, I get this question all the time from many of you. Um, I do a lot of things. I basically do almost about everything. I have worked at art galleries. I have worked at restaurants. I have worked at reviewer. I work as a graphic design for a while. I work on many things. So I like to explore. Let's say I like to adventure to see to learn. I like learning. So since I'm constantly learning, that fits me and make me more wise. And it's something that is very important to me to keep learning day by day. So I learn about so many things that is unimaginable how lucky I am to have been in so many places, have met so many people. Um, it's nice. So if you're an adventurous person and you don't like to be in a routine, it's a kind of like a good idea. Of course, it's expensive, but if you get paid, it's better, of course, right? So my recommendation is if you like to be adventurous, you have to take the risk. Um, when I do things, they say, no, you're not fit for that kind of job or work or whatever. No, I am. I tried everything. it doesn't matter what it is. You learn something every time that you work at a place. So the keep working thing is very important for everybody. No matter what it is that your dreams are, in the meantime, take time to learn from everything that you know, every kind of work that you do, learn from it, and then move on into different level where you go up, up, up instead of down. So that way, eventually, you get to that goal that you have in your head. Um, do I know? Well, I do know some people that are important, celebrities and stuff like that, but there's nothing that I can really talk about. It's not important, really. Um, uh, I've been lucky, like I say, been blessed by life. Um, I had so many opportunities, so many people like me. I have always been able to be liked by me. I mean, for who I am. So what I recommend for that, for the what is it for you, girl, that asked me the question, how do you do it? Well, it's not that hard. You just have to be yourself. If you're not yourself, you're not going to be able to, let's say, to be happy. And the most important thing is for us to be happy. So if you want to be happy, you're going to have to learn how to do things, your way without breaking any rules and start from scratch. Everything that we all do, we always have to start from scratch. Okay, so what does it mean start from scratch? Start from scratch is okay, I like reading cards. That's my main subject, and photography, of course. Um, Sadly, when I moved to Austin, my purse was stolen, and then my camera also. So I had a big situation about that. I had a professional camera. I was taking pictures all over the place for a long time, and then that happens. So you have to be aware of your surroundings. That's for sure. I was too, I guess, naive to leave my purse down, and then the other time something happened. So, but it was a bad experience. Now it's going to take me a long time to buy an expensive camera with lenses again. But you know what? Life is not about crying for it forever, but replacing that and, you know, move on. Because someday, as long as we're alive, we can make things happen. So I'm very persistent. Yes, somebody asked me, wow, you're like very energetic or whatever. Um, yes, I am energetic. I do get tired sometimes, very rare, but I'm constantly doing something, whatever it is. I don't care if it's doing dishes or clean a tub or whatever, but I have to be doing something. And for the people that are interested and they are serious about card readings, I'm a professional card reader. I have read cards since I was very, very little. I started at 5 years old by doing palmistry. My history of reading cards and palmistry is very extensive. Um, I started like doing palms at my school, which I went to a Catholic school. It came out of a dream that I had. So uh, I told my dad, "Can you buy me a deck of cards?" Which is in Mexico they're called Spanish cards. Okay, Spanish cards are the coins and the ones and all that stuff. Spaniards. Okay, so that's the first cards that I learned how to read. So it came out like a suddenly, like I knew how to do it without reading a book. And I was like so little because I started like reading since I was like super young, and I think 3 years old. So or two, something like that. And so I was able to to read cards right away, and that was something that was, I mean, I was thinking, okay, you can give me lunch, or you can give me your sticker, and I'll change that for that, and I'll tell you if you're gonna pass the test tomorrow. I would just like play with my friends, and they'll be like, wow, it did happen. So uh, I am a psychic. I consider myself a professional psychic. Like I said, I was given a gift, and this gift is very important to me. So, people that believe that some psychics are like not real, I mean, I am real. I mean, I do it for entertainment purposes also. But I'm just saying, I take my cards very, very, very serious. So when people are asking me questions, um, to me, it requires a lot of energy from me. So if it's gonna be me, having to spend energy on you and me draining out of the negativity because usually people, when they come to you, they're usually depressed or very insecure. Now we have the happy people that they are so, um, let's say, they come happy. I mean, they just want to know their future and they're interested and curious, and that's positive attitude. But the ones that come depressed and oh, okay, this is what's happening, my life is miserable and everything. I try to tell them, look, you can always turn these cards because as long as you're alive, you can always change your future. Okay, so here we go to number one. As I was saying, these are the Spanish cards. These are the first ones that I learned how to read cards with when I was little. Of course, the ones that I had were smaller. All my decks have been given because to me, rule number one is you don't you don't go by your deck. It has to be a present because that way you can bless it, and once you bless, it's going to create more energy. So it's going to show more things. Like, uh, see, my readings they're different since I have been doing it for such a long time. And at the beginning, like I said, I never read books until later on, just to double check what I was doing. I think around 15. By that time, I was already making money with reading cards. And it's not about them making money. It's about the passion of putting so much effort into making people happy. That was my main concern. I mean, I want to make people happy. While other girls were looking for boyfriends, husbands, and other stuff, I was reading cards. So, playing piano, I was doing other things. I was singing, I was dancing, I was in classes with all type of classes, English class, I was in other classes. I mean, computer class, learning. My life was learning all the time, and this was my hobby. So I start taking it more serious as people start asking more questions about this. So how did she do that? Okay, well, at the beginning, since I didn't know how to set up cards, I made my own uh, layout of cards. So I have my own layout, and I know how to start the day on my way. Um, Once you buy, I mean, someone gives you a deck of cards, then you start, and like for example, right here, for someone special that asked me a question today, yes, you're gonna succeed in that business. Okay, now see, it's reading cards is something that is very accurate. And if something comes out wrong, you can always, like this card was upside down, but you can always put it upright if you work hard enough to do it. So if you work hard enough to change this card, even if you feel like you're dying of some kind of illness or disease, you have to stay positive because there's always a chance. It's more possible that you won't die, that you will die. It's easier for you to die by a car accident than getting killed by an illness. I mean, an illness might take a long time, but they tell you you're only going to live for 4 months. Don't believe that. Don't believe on what everybody says. Believe in yourself. If you feel that you're going to leave, you're going to leave because you're talking to your body and you're telling, I'm going to leave. I'm going to leave. I mean, I'm going to live forever, no matter what. So you convince yourself, and that changed a lot the attitude of feeling sick. Because if you think I'm gonna die, oh no, and you start crying because they tell you, okay, I'm gonna die in 6 months. Uh, no, how about don't think about when you're gonna die? Because even if you're sick, you can get hit by a car anyway, and you're gonna die anyway. So that is something that you can't stop, but people cannot give you a time frame. The time comes when it comes, not when they tell you 6 months. So doctors are cruel. They believe. I believe in doctors. I mean, I love my doctor. I really seriously do love my doctor, and I have a great connection and communication. I ask a lot of questions, so I learned from that too. And health, yes, for this person that asked me a question about her son, yes, he's gonna be okay. He's gonna succeed. Surgery is gonna be good. Okay. So anyway, so that's what card readings are about. So that's what I said. If you want a car reading, I don't have a problem um, uh, for you to call me. But if you're gonna call me because you want to chat, that's not gonna happen. I'm not here, like I said earlier. I'm not here to chat or anything like that. I'm not here to make friends. I mean, friends come with time and with life and how nice, respectful you are. And even like that, I'm not going to read your cards for free because a lot of friends think, oh, okay, whatever. No, I'm not talking about my real friends. I'm talking about the friends on my friends list, which is different than real friends. To my real friends, we love each other and we know how to deal with things when it comes to cars or when we do things together or how we pitch in or whatever. So that's a different story. But strangers, which are the friends list strangers, um, they need to understand that this is a business. And again, I am not looking for a husband or a boyfriend or anything like that. I am here to read cards and to talk about things. So, anyway, I just wanted to show you that so that way you understood. I need to buy boxes, by the way, because somehow I lost all my boxes on my knee. Anyway, so um, here we go with the Aquarius Day. Right now, there's a lot of things happening in the world. I know that. You all know that. There's nothing wrong with being afraid, but don't panic also, because I have noticed that a lot of people have been panicking about little things. It's like we're going to the 1950s and thinking that Russia is going to kill us again. So they're going to throw missiles and stuff like that. What do I think about that? I can't really talk about politics because I don't like to get involved with that kind of stuff. So I the only person that I discuss politics actually is either with my mother, my husband, or my father. I mean, other than that, I don't really like to talk in public about it because it's not something that is in my agenda. Let's put it that way. Whatever happens is going to happen no matter what I do or what I don't do. I can't, if all those people are suffering because of what happened in the past to them, or all those people are, have PTSD, or if all these people are, it doesn't matter what country they're from. The power is within them. And at the end, they're going to be the ones that are going to do whatever they want. Now you can stand up. Yes, I understand that. But do you want to stand up or are you going to sit down? So, um, so far, I don't think that anything bad is going to happen about that. Actually, I see peace pretty soon. So there's going to be at some point an end to this where people are going to go back to normal into their lives and they're not going to be paranoid about all this stuff that is happening. Stop watching the news so much. I watch certain shows just because I like the reviews that they make about politicians and stuff like that. But I don't get like into like, oh, I'm going to go and march and stuff like that. I mean, let's put it this way, no matter how much I can march, I'm not, I mean, everybody marching, of course, can make a difference. That's for sure. Trust me, I believe that 100%. But I'm not the type that march too much. So anyway, in a weird way, I admire people that do. I think I did one march and it was for autism one time and it wasn't worth it because nobody donated anything and people didn't care. And we made a bunch of T-shirts and we made a bunch of stuff and things like that. Give them away, give away water. I mean, and nobody gave almost any donations. So it's kind of like a disappointment. At least the Cancer Society and all that stuff, they have people that give donations to them. But there are other subjects that they don't care. I mean, so I'm a little disappointed about that. But anyway, going back into peace in the world, it will happen eventually. I mean, this world is not going to end right now. And all you have to do is take care of yourself and your surroundings and do things right. I mean, don't get in trouble wherever you are. Um, now, three of wands. Okay. Well, let's put it this way. I see a lot of good things happening to some people. Then I do see a lot of bad things happening. But this has always been like this. In history, it's been done many, many times for many years. I mean, this is going back into before Christ, okay? There's always have been cruelty, there's always have been killings, there's always have been rapes, molestations, war. I mean, there's always been everything. This is not new. The only difference is that now we have the news. I mean, before they didn't. I mean, you didn't know because it was a long, long time ago. But uh, it's nothing really has changed too much when it comes to politics. Everything kind of stayed the same. I don't think that there has been one uh, era in this life in this world, any type of time in time. Uh, Nothing has been different. Only difference is that now we have the media, we have computers, we have technology, and it's easier to have access to this news. Before, they would get this news like months later, you know. So, or they had to travel to deliver the news to another city or to another country, have to ride a boat to give the news of what happened in another country. So, but other than that, the cruelty is still there. It's never going to go away. It's part of the evil side of 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 um, of life. There's always going to be an evil side. I don't criticize any countries because I'm not. It's not up to me what other countries do or not. They have their own traditions. They have their own religions. I'm not going to change what people haven't changed in years and thousands of years. I mean, there's not nobody that can do that. Not yet. Maybe someday. Okay. So uh, people need just to have hope and hope for the best and live life happily while we have for life because that's the most important thing that we can do to stay healthy. I believe that toxic thinking is really bad for people and it's contagious because if you're toxic, you're giving that to the next person next to you. They can sense it. We're human beings. It's like if you get a cold, somebody else is going to get a cold if he sneezes on you. So to me, people that are negative, I can sense them like miles away. I mean, I can say, wow, that person's super negative. Um, oh, that person's super jealous. That's negative. Envious. That's negative. I mean, you have to make the difference. Okay, this one is the Russian pterodactyl. It was given to me by a friend. Um, it came all the way from France, uh, but it's Russian. So it's a very beautiful pterodactyl. Uh, let's say very smooth. It has super good vibes. My friend, he was so kind, so nice to do that. So he lives in another country, but he was in France at that time. And I love it. It's very accurate. I mean, all the tarot decks are accurate, depending on the person and how open they are. Um, like, what can I say about this tarot deck? I love it. It's one of my favorite tarot decks that I have, besides medieval and the Enochian keys. Which again, like I'm not gonna explain what Enochian keys is. So if you want to know about Enochian keys, then you go and look online because it's too much of an explanation. It's kind of a complicated tarot deck. No, it's not for everybody. So, like I said, if you want a reading with that kind of deck, then you're gonna have to really learn before that. Okay, what is my Russian deck saying? Okay, we got number 2. Okay, what do you think this means? Okay, what it means is that something, hold on, give me a second, is about to happen to this person. And he is feels like he's in trouble. But even though it's sort of a negative card, uh, he can always change that. So whatever feelings of negativity that he's having, he's putting them in, making it more toxic than it is. We tend to, as human beings, to overreact about situations that are stressful and feel that is the end of the world. When if you think about it, and if you think about the people that are really having the end of the world right now, like in other countries, um, this is nothing compared to what they're going through. So always think about all those people that are like going through really, really, really bad, dangerous situations. And don't think so much about the horrible things that you think that are that horrible when they're not that horrible. To you might mean the rest of the end of the world, but it's not that way. Anyway, so now we got 17. Okay. Well, you gotta have to make contact with that. You're very close to the universe pretty soon. So eventually you will get out of the situation. Be patient, and take your time. That's the advice. Now we got number 8. Hmm. Okay. I'm not gonna speak Russian because I barely can actually. I'm barely learning Russian. So I'm just gonna say that the wise man is coming into your life. The wise man means this person is going to give you advice over this whole situation. So everything is going to be all right if you listen to the wise man. Now, and then you got success. There you go. So see how easy it is. Just be patient and take your time, and you'll be fine. So anyway, that's the Russian deck. But highly recommend it. Don't buy it unless you're going to give it to somebody. Um, so anyway, what else can I say? Um, that I'm not getting any phone calls right now. So, and obviously nobody's in here, but okay, at least I'm doing this. So, anyhow, now I'm going to move on from tarot deck cards. I mean, if you want to book up a reading, you can always find me here or Facebook, um, or Instagram. And after that, we can arrange something. If you live in the Austin area, I can always give you cards here somewhere. We can arrange something. I can give you prices then. I'm not an expensive person, so I'm actually very kind. But I do charge an hour because my time is limited. Uh, and then um, and then for other people from other countries, you gotta let me know the time. And then PayPal. I mean, it's the priority best place to pay for. I don't charge by the minute because if I was charging by the minute, like King.com, those websites, I would be charging $30 a minute. I mean, there's some psychics that are really rip people off. But so I'm a kind person, like I said, and I like to help people, but I also have to help myself. So you're more than welcome to ask questions about card readings and when do you want to book an appointment. I have another page on Facebook, which is called it's connected to my Facebook. I'll post the link later because if I tell you, you're not gonna remember anyway. So anyhow, um, movies. Well, I've been watching the Versailles from France. It was pretty good. That's a show. It's an old show. I mean, well, it's not an old show. I've actually been rewatching the videos because my husband uh, didn't watch them. He fell asleep the first time. So this time we're watching them again so I can do a review better on that. Beautiful, beautiful landscapes, beautiful castles, beautiful everything. Storyline is great. Maybe a little bit too much for some people that are a little judgmental about things. But remember, the royalty used to be kind of like perverted at that time, well, and different. So it is it's a very mature and beautiful film. I mean, series. Yeah, the people that really like stuff about kings and royalty and all that stuff, and the beautiful stuff. The building that he made, Louis. is considered one of the wonders of the world. Okay, he actually architectured the building himself. He made all the drawings, and he made everything. There's beautiful paintings on it too. There's a lot of things in there that you probably enjoy if you like I said, castles and royals and and storylines like that. But I'm very passionate about a lot of things. There's some war going on. I mean, everything is great. Um, I loved it. Uh, what else did I've been watching? Well, the other one is Gotham, which Gotham went down for a little while, like very slow, while Bruce was growing up. But finally, he's growing up, and Gotham got better again, just like at the beginning. And it picked up, and right now, since all the villains are all together and they show up once in one episode, I mean, it's like wow, like things kind of like got twisted around. I wasn't expecting that because it's completely different than the comic books. So not completely different, but there's characters that I've never seen in the comic books before. So it's kind of a mix of the new ideas that they integrated into the new into the show. Very different. So I haven't seen Poison Ivy in the last episode. I don't know when she's supposed to appear again, but since all the villains again, I don't understand why she's not in there yet right now. But I'm pretty sure that she'll come back pretty soon. Then we got what else I've been watching? I have been watching. Well, I've been watching a lot. Um, I don't like Lost in Space. I completely got bored. Yeah, the storyline sucks. Anyway, uh, why I don't like Lost in Space? Just because you make things look nice doesn't mean that it's a good movie, okay, or a good series or show. To me, it was more like, okay, I'm about to fall asleep. No matter how beautiful everything looks, doesn't matter. I'm falling asleep. Um, then we have, I guess I've been watching a lot on Netflix. Well, I have to. And then we have, I went to see two movies, Silence and about these people that get stuck at a place where there's these creatures that come out and you have to stay quiet the whole time because if they hear you, they just take you and I guess eat you. I don't know what they do to you. Very intense at the end. I mean, actually had a slow, probably 30 minutes of storyline so that way you could understand more or less what the family was going through and why they were doing what they were doing. So once you pass the 30 minutes alive, no, it's okay, it's not that bad at the beginning. Then it gets very intense where you're like, wow, this is just unexpected. Oh, so many things that are happening at the same time. Highly recommend it if you like movies like that are horror type and emotionally related because it's kind of emotional at least. Then we watched the one player. One player was it was good at the beginning. I was very excited, but one they overdid the gaming thing over too much. It kind of got like too repetitive. Where I'm like, when is it gonna end? I like games. I have played many games. I have done reviews for games. Um, I don't have a console right now, but I used to play games. I'm not a person that gets addicted to games because to me it's a waste of time to just be clicking buttons. Okay, um, graphics. If I want to see graphics, I can watch a movie with a bunch of graphics. And yeah, I do like to get involved. I mean, I play World of Warcraft. I play Silent Hill. I play Second Life. I played too many games. But anyway, God's of War. Um, I played some Battlefield. Then I play everything. I mean, I tried everything. I mean, and actually, I was stuck with PlayStation 2 with Loco Roco, which is a little game that is sort of a cartoon, which is hilarious because it was funny. I like strategy. So anyhow, I like stuff that look cute, I guess. And then more than all these graphics thrown all together and everything. Everybody's doing that right now, so I don't care. And and then every time I buy a game, when I used to buy games, I never finished them. I was like, I'd rather play World because it's a chore game. I'd rather play Loco Roco. That is a short game and I can do them finish. Because the other ones, I was like, this is not happening. Too much. So anyhow, uh, so I haven't tried the art thing. I mean, I haven't gone to any conventions because really I get invited, but I guess I'm past that stage of going to conventions a little bit. I used to go to a lot of conventions, and it's cool and everything, but um, I don't know. I kind of lost interest after a while. I mean, I get to meet a lot of people. I mean, and stuff, but uh, famous people and stuff like that. I mean, I get invited all the time to sort of places to go and appear and show up. But lately, it's been kind of hard to just show up. Oh, okay, it's a new crowd, the millenniums. I mean, it's different. So uh, I've been doing more of my solo time lately, and this is what I'm doing right now, of course, because I'm focused on what I like to do. Then I got a little sick about 2 weeks ago. Nicely, I'm doing good now. And what else can I tell you? I just wish that you will understand that I'm doing this not because of me only. I'm doing it for everybody out there, for everybody that wants to listen to me. But anyway, I'm going to let you all go and good night. And I hope you all have a great evening. And we'll talk about something else tomorrow. I don't know exactly what I'm going to be doing through the day, but you'll know. You know I'm always here. I always have my laptop with me. If I was somewhere, I got my phone. So you know how to get in touch with me. And please, if you're not going to call me for something important, or if you're not going to call me for card readings, don't call me. And especially at 3 o'clock in the morning, 4 o'clock in the morning when I'm trying to go to sleep, because usually even if I turn off things next day, then I have to pay the consequences. With I have to take care of a bunch of messages and delete them and block them and delete them. So anyway, be nice to me and I'll be nice to you. Take care and got. I forgot. Don't stay positive forever. Good vibes and don't think negative. Think life is beautiful and nothing is gonna replace what's out there. I mean, what's out there, we don't know, but let's find out. I mean, why not? I mean, it's like one of those things that is interesting. Don't seem, aren't you curious about to find out what is out there? Don't be afraid. Don't do nothing wrong and you'll be fine. Just play safe and be happy. So enjoy life. Love you. Bye.